kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit it the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit.
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Catch made by Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw to Jefferson on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now look at him go. at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And now nothing but green ahead of him. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he coughed it up. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now back to throw. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Saints add on to their lead. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
The pass. Intercepted.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On the move to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term, they just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Good.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Taking a deep shot here for Hart. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on the...
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They run the counter now on 1st down. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their mobile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints just continue to roll.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Complete. Jefferson the target. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Makes the score Saints 35.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the clear. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, once again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, as we'll run you through what's going on both today and later on this weekend. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina, as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
That was pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and the rush coming, and he's taken down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down. And
now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Recovered by the kicking team.
You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
Second straight week, he's forced to fumble. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A pass there over the middle to start things out. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Check.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw here. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
At the 43-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to keep it again.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field possession to boot. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. Out to... No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
On the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by New Orleans.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff looking right. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And quickly, they get to the line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Second and 13. steps away. He's going to run again. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 3 yards out. And the Saints are pouring it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. To throw now on 1st down. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
At the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never would show up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah,
and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 38-yard line.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
Wildcat.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
The 2-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.